Get dunked. Alrighty, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Alright, camera's moving just fine. Background noise is playing. Chat is chatting. Mattoon is mattooning. Whatever you want to say. I need to come up with a clever name for that. Mattoon is arting. No, not yet. Oh, you get the point. Forget about it. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mattoon Corner. I'm your host, Mattoon, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. I see Cass, I see Star. You good? Hey, very nice. Now then, as you can all tell by the name of today's stream, we are going to be doing a little something called OC-Vember. Now, for those of you who remember last year, I did a little thing called Matthew-Vember, where every day I would do a different art piece based on my OC, Matthew. Sorry, burped. This year, on the other hand, I decided to expand a little bit and said I'm drawing every day. I'm drawing a different OC that belongs to a friend or mutual. I say friend or mutual because I'm not like super close like all of these people. Some of them are just acquaintances, some of them are just pals, some of them are friends, some of them I have like a deep friendship with. I just want to like celebrate OCs in general this month, so I figured I'd do that. Now the funny thing is, I already did today's piece this morning. I got to do my friend Polly's character, Neon. Xavier Neon. I did not know his name was Xavier. I genuinely did not. I only knew him as Neon. So finding out his first name was Xavier was very funny. Like, this is basically gonna be like the general template all these things are gonna... It'd be like the general template all these things are gonna follow. Ultimate Shadow is going for Danganronpa Experience, Chapter 2 really named Crash Out. Yeah, I figured. Funny that my friend Crystal recently also played Danganronpa 2, and Chapter 2 was also particularly... was a little tough for her, admittedly, because as a trans girl herself, she did see a little bit of like... of herself in Chihiro. Which, that's a whole can of worms I'm not going to get into right now. But yeah, I just want to celebrate OCs. Like I said, this is my friend Polly's OC Neon. I have drawn him before. In fact, I drew him during Matthew-Vember, but she recently updated his ref, and I figured I'd draw him now. And I've already started tomorrow's piece. Tomorrow's piece is going to be Michaela Iwatani. For those of you who don't know, this is a little character from a little game called Annalyn. Well, Michaela's not in Annalyn yet, honestly, but she is part of Annalyn's like lore and everything. Like Annalyn's lore and everything. It's Annalyn's best friend. Y'all know Annalyn, right? The little old Namco-inspired arcade game that's like $5 on Switch and Steam. It's very fun, very cute. I drew Annalyn for Matthew-Vember. I was lucky Cruz let me include her in a little festivity. So I figured I'd also include her best friend, Michaela. I'm gonna do some. I already want to like sketch it out, just be safe. I'm also gonna do like a few updates. I was gonna do like a few updates. Let's tweak the sketch a little bit before we move on to line art. We can probably finish this in like 2 hours. Then we'll use the last hour more or less, or like the rest of the remaining time we have on stream, just to finish up, just to start tomorrow's piece too. Shall I make a pinned post about the game in question? Oh, of course! The more promotion for Annalyn, the better. It's very good. What's the game's name again? Annalyn. 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 Hold on. who's also made a puzzle game on Dr. Mario, Puyo Puyo, and Pack Attack Hybrid. Yeah. Cruz's gameography is actually very impressive. Yeah, Emily MD kind of like fit in with like the whole Dr. Mario stuff. Yeah, Cruz was cool. We had a few talks about OCs and stuff in general, creations. HB down 1 go, surprisingly. Hey, very nice. This is very funny how there are 2 characters in this whole list of things that are technically nicknamed Mika. That's fun. To be honest, I am there are some characters. I'm trying to debate whether to replace a character here or not. Both in 2 cases. I'm debating replacing one of my friend's OCs for another character OC, just because one OC gets much more like screen time characterization than the other. I'm also debating on replacing one, not for any particular reason, just because I want to include another OC in this. I'm not sure how to go about that. Oh well. Here it is, I do like a special day 31. I don't know. We'll see. You do a full page of chibis of OCs like an honorable mention sort of deal. Also not a bad idea. We'll see. To be honest, I had like one idea where honestly, like after day 30, I just continued drawing OCs every day. Kind of like, almost like oh, what, OC-Vember may be over, but like I'm still going. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people make cool OCs. I can't fit them all in 30 days. OC-Vember forever. True. Also, like Michaela has like a very unique eye shape for me. Like, the idea behind Michaela's eyes that are basically like, you know that thing where like the glasses frame are like the full eye? That's the idea here. I don't really have a character like that. I tend to draw like glasses as a separate entity, no? What is it? I didn't know, so you're pointing that out. That's fun. Yeah, exactly. Like, whenever I draw glasses, I tend to, like, draw, like, normal eyes. Then I tend to, like, draw, like, actual frames, you know? I think it looks better for mine, but, like, I really appreciate, like, characters like this. You know, hey, Chibi! Happy to have you here. Oh, this game looks cute. Don't know how I never heard of it. Oh, Annalyn, you mean? Oh, yeah, it's my friend Cruz's game. It's a cute little Namco era inspired platformer, basically, where you play this little miner girl named Annalyn. She is an absolute sweetheart. I really like her. And she recently got a makeshift plushie made out of her. That was nice. The character I'm drawing is a character that's not in the game, but is in like his expanded Annalyn universe, basically. This is Michaela, her best friend, basically. Since I already drew Annalyn for last year's like daily challenge, I figured I'd do Michaela this year. And how many earrings does she have? 2. Okay. Messed that up. I saw 1. Da. How's your Halloween, Matt? Anything interesting? Honestly, not really. I don't typically celebrate Halloween, all that stuff. I mentioned this before how my folks are like extremely religious, so I just never grew up not really celebrating Halloween. And the center of my Halloween celebration is honestly just drawing my vampire version of Laura. I'd say it was pretty good, you know? A pretty solid chill day, you know? I see. Yeah, pretty much.
all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. Sunshine and rainbows. It will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. You're better than that.
I've seen the Annalyn Twitter page before. Love the cartoon aesthetic. Oh yeah, Annalyn's great. Cruz is a fantastic artist. All the art's done by him. All the games are made by him. And quite honestly, he's inspired me to try to pick up Game Maker and to make a game. If I had time and patience, I would. But you know. This character Lana has been a cameo in Anton Blast, which I play is a fantastic game. Yep. I even got to include Anlin as a little cameo in last year's like daily challenge match Vember. So I like seeing Anlin in the wild. Honestly, it makes me happy. Yeah. Hi, Planet Star. Hello, hello. It's calling Starford. Ah, fair enough. Hello there, Starford. Hope you've been well. Nice. Finished the movie. I'm now ready to watch the stream. Hey, very nice. You're watching a movie? What you watching? Batman. Been doing a Batman font for an actual Batman movie. It's gonna be his Batman and Robin. Hey, the Batman's really good. I like that one. Here to drawing. This is Michaela, my friend's OC. Ever heard of a little game called Annalyn? It's currently pinned on in the chat. Annalyn's a cute little a Namco style arcade platformer throwback made by my pal Cruz, and this is one of the characters from the expanded universe essentially. So I don't think it's a little project I'm doing where I'm drawing one of my friend's OCs every day for an entire month. She was cute. Thank you kindly. Uh,
Break yourself inside out. She told me we know deep down there's no way. Even if I smash the mirror, how do we look? Not good. Oh, lullaby, don't stop until I fall in place. Stay with me until the end of time. So carry on, love the sun, you myself. Time goes on, lasting road. I left my regrets. So carry on, love the sun, you myself. Time goes on, lasting road. I feel a touch of moonlight.
God dang, I forgot something.
We know deep down there's no way. Oh, we walked into the lake. How do we let that down? Oh, lullaby, don't stop until I fall in place. Stay with me until the end of time. So carry on, love the sun, you myself. Time goes on, lasting road. I left my regrets. So carry on, love the sun, you myself. Time goes on, lasting road. I feel like touch of a moonlight. Oh, lullaby, don't stop, even in the deepest dreams. Don't leave me till time stands still. Oh, lullaby, don't stop until I fall in place. Stay with me until the end of time. So carry on, love the sun, you myself. Time goes on, lasting road. I left my regrets. So carry on, love the sun, you myself. Time goes on,
My friend Polly suggested I start doing like colored line art at the after I shade it, so I can always be able to pick the darkest color and go from there instead of working the flat colors. Because that my shading has been looking a little bit darker than used in general lately. Because like I don't have to balance the shading around the line art color. I can balance the shading around the balance the shading around the balance the line art color around the shading. Makes sense. Yeah, sometimes it 8:30. Not bad. Hey man, now we're already pretty much close to completion actually. Yeah. Yeah, shapes go burr. Yeah, like these are like all the backgrounds are basically gonna be like a gradient with these like little funky shapes behind, like these little funky shapes behind them basically. I want like consistency because my idea is that at the end I'm gonna compile all of them into like one big collage essentially, all of them side by side by side. You know, and like this is what I did this month. You can also see I'm doing something a bit differently with color line art. For example, I'm not doing like the coloring like the outlines like I typically do with the hair and stuff. I'm trying to like limit my colored outline to limit the colors I color in, basically, just in general, to make more things pop. All I'm missing is the rim lighting. Oh, I'm an idiot. I can't believe I forgot to do blush. I always do on skin. Nope. Something did feel oddly flat.
You can call me Miku. Blue hair, blue tie, hiding in your Wi-Fi. And secrets, anyone can find me. No music coming from my mind. I'm thinking Miku, I'm thinking Miku, I'm thinking I'm thinking I'm on top of the world because of you. All I wanted to do is follow you. I'll keep singing along to all of you. I'll keep singing along. I'm thinking I'm thinking
Ping me.
What's it like to be you? 2020, looking into rearview. Make me feel like Superman. You can do anything you want.
You know, hey, Crystal. Hey, Julius. More folks tuning in. Hello, everyone. Here, find importance and hear human voices. That's fair. I'm not super chatty today, admittedly, but when a topic comes up, I'll run my mouth a little bit. You know how I am. To be fair, I haven't had a VC stream here in a while. Polly and Noel have been a bit pretty busy lately, so. How you doing? Last night I just completed OC-Tober. Hey, nice! I'm doing OC-Vember. I'm doing an OC-November. Because my October was way too busy, so I'm drawing my friend's OCs all throughout November. I think we're done. Who's this from then? This is Michaela. This is one of Cruz's characters. You know Annalyn? I have Annalyn currently pinned here in the chat. Annalyn, for those of you who don't know, I've already said this a few times, but I'll say it again. Annalyn is a very fun little old-fashioned Namco-styled arcade game that was released a few years ago by my pal Cruz. That game, you play as a cute little miner girl named Annalyn, as the name suggests. It's very fun. It's very fun. Like, she has like her own little ghost squad with these little snakes. Very cute. And this is a character named Michaela. Michaela was basically designed after the fact, after the game released, as basically like Annalyn's best friend slash sidekick slash possible girlfriend. Cruz himself says he's not sure if he wants them to date, but a lot of people do shit them, so you do you. I really like Michaela. I figured since I drew Annalyn for Matthew Vember last year, I'd include Michaela. I did this time around. Now I can sign Michaela, and we're pretty much done with this one. Is she also mine then? No. From what I understand, Michaela is like the tech expert. She's like a designer. She's the inventor, basically, you know? She makes the tools Annalyn uses to mine, essentially. You know how like Cruz also has a lot of like little Annalyn power-ups, basically? I think the idea is that some of those like power forms are her idea, or all come from her, essentially. Honestly, a bit different with like a black border, like a black outline instead of like the white outline. Doesn't make the characters like pop out a little bit more. Why do these kind of get the feeling like almost like a comic, almost like comic posters, that kind of stuff? I think I make the purple of her background a bit paler, actually. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Just not too Not there we go. Make it a bit paler so like it doesn't like completely like drown out the more saturated colors in the front. Thanks, that works. They're looking good. Thank kindly. I'm pretty much done with this one. I'm gonna send it to Cruz. Hope he likes it. Then I'll upload this one tomorrow. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ah. Hold on. Get that backlog. That's the idea. This I already have something for tomorrow, so if we get some... I hope to be able to get, like, the 1, 2, 3, and 4 done by basically tomorrow. So I have most of the day free tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be one of those days I have to go to church in the afternoon, just because my folks are gonna leave in the morning, and my grandma's gonna be alone, so I won't be able to go to the other church. I should have like my morning and like immediate afternoon free just to be able to finish up Pete, because I don't think I'm gonna be finishing him today, and then also try to start the 4th one and finish it when I get home from church. Especially because the 4th one is relatively easy too. Number 4 is Irma, so that shouldn't be too bad. Hey June, how's it going? Hi Asher. I'm doing pretty good. You guys doing art? Oh, that's 2 done. Not bad. This is the first one I did. Good old Neon. Fun fact, I had no idea this guy's first name was Xavier. Like, I've known Polly for years, and I've known this character for years. I had no idea his first name was meant to be Xavier. To me, he was always just Neon. So I asked just randomly, say, what's Neon's, like, surname? Like, his last name? I was like, I want to see if I can... If the character has, like, a full name... If the character's, like, a full name, I wanted to, like, include it. I had no idea his name was Xavier. Still can't believe you're friends with so many big peeps. Ow. Hold on. Friends with so many big peeps. I mean, I just try to say, like, hello, hi, and that kind of stuff. And sometimes conversations start with that. It's not that big. Yeah. Currently at work, taking a restroom break. Want to pop in, wish you a good stream. Hey, popped in for a poop break. Thank you, Taco. I'm happy to have you here. Ooh, it's Pink's OC. The people doing all this saving my 10-hour stream goal. Hey, very nice, Asher. And yeah, I want the first character to be one of Polly's OC, just because Polly's like one of my best friends, you know. Pink Leslie's like genuinely like one of my best friends, so I honestly wanted to start this off well. Alright, sit down. Now I'm gonna set up everything to get refs I need for the next character. I know she talks about you a lot when I talk to her. Hey, well, I'm happy to hear that. At least, what did she say? What did she say about me? I'm curious. Ooh, this is cool. Thank you, Joseph. Hello, bird, just send me something.
I hate how you draw eyebrows.
What?
I hate how you draw eyebrows. It's so good.
Why do you hate them?
It's so hard to make it. Eyebrows are hard.
Folks, my little bird sent me something. I'm gonna share this, hold on. My little bird's been trying to learn pixel art lately. So, he drew my OC! He drew Arthur! That's so cool! Yes, you're doing great! I love it! My little bird drew my OC! In pixel art! Look at him! It's Arthur! Arthur G. Yeager! Thank you, Joseph. It means a lot to me. Alright. Next on the list. Okay, so how many of you guys know about this one, like, okay, so before Deltarune Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 came out, you know there was, like, a lot of, like, fan-made, like, takes on it? Like, fan-made Chapter 3, Chapter 4 characters. One that always stuck with me was, like, this one, like, cowboy. It was, like, this one cowboy dude. This one cowboy dude. I always found very interesting. It was like, yeah, Pete Van Horn. I remember seeing this one video on Twitter, and I was like, holy crap, this looks awesome. I was like, this like big cool animation and like unique music, all the new sprite work for characters like square dancing, everything. A very unique boss fight. The boss himself, he was animated gorgeously. A few days later, I realized it was done by my friend Pooter. I was like, wait a minute, what? Like, I was already friends with him. We chatted a bit about OC stuff and comics, and then I blinked. I was like, wait a minute, wait, I recognize. Wait, what? That was so funny. Like, Pooter was already relatively large in certain circles. He was working originally on like an FNF mod, but sadly it was canceled. But like, it was still pretty popular. Like the concept of it, really high effort, you know. So quite honestly, I'm not surprised he managed to make something that good, you know? Like, genuinely Pooter puts like 110% in everything he does. So I really hope, so I picked Pete specifically because I really want to do his more like, I guess, mainstream character. If that even the right word to say. I don't have any drifts downloaded. Dang it. Give me a minute. Pooter, where are you? Pooter! Where the heck is he? Yeah, hold on. The last thing he sent to me was, oh my goodness, because I sent him the list of characters. The list of characters I plan on drawing. I also want to pick Pete specifically because, like, proportion-wise, he's very different to what I do. I can't just draw him as a Mattoon boy because that would just look weird. Where's my shortcut remote? What the? Why am I losing everything? Jesus Christ! Hold on. I was sitting on it. Of course I was. Yeah. All right. As I was saying, Pete Van Horn. Where's my mouse? There you go. He's very much to be like a gangly cowboy man with like a big like papyrus style smile. But because he has flesh, it just looks weird. Because he looks scary. Oh my god! I just realized who I could. Hold on. I just realized the character who reminds me, who Pete reminds me of. Okay, so like for context, this is Pete Van Horn. This is the basic idea for his character. This is his character design, basically. It's like this weird like desperado cowboy man. I just realized who he reminds me of. I just realized who he reminded me of. Skullman EXE. Oh my god. Yeah, I love Skullman. Yeah. Amazing. I can't escape this man no matter what I do. Alright, I have my fun. What song is this? This is a song from Puyo Puyo. I can't hear which specific one. Hold on. I have the music turned off for myself. Because I use a background noise outside that. Mostly for your entertainment. Oh, this is one of the battle themes from the original Puyo Puyo. America's Puyo Puyo. I'm not mistaken, this is either the first or second room theme, basically. I think it's the second one. Yeah, I think it's the second. Mary's a Puyo Puyo moment. Yeah, exactly. Kirby's Avalanche or Meme Machine, which is the better. We need to market Puyo Puyo to America. Yep. Like, okay, this is a little piece of trivia I love. So the original Puyo Puyo was launched in the United States like 4 different times under four different skins essentially. It was the exact same game, but reskinned and just with some slightly different dialogue to like fit the aesthetic now. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which is the most popular, which is the most famous one, which replaced everything with a Sonic skin, specifically like the Sonic Sat AM skin, skin. Kirby's Avalanche was on the Super Nintendo, which is a version on the Super Nintendo, which was a Kirby theme skin. There's Quarks. No one knows about Quarks, but I know about Quarks, which was the same game but for PC. And then there was also, they actually did manage to release the game in arcades. Name Quarks is still the worst renaming you got. Oh, I know it sucks. I think Quarks sucks, but like it exists. Like we can't pretend it doesn't.
The town inside me and everyone's voice. Only I'm not there, just watching from afar. I can't go home because I'm afraid something will change.
Real town hours now. Town hours now. Town inside me.
I'm the one to blame. I moved on by my own will. I had nothing else I wanted to do. Was it hard? But I didn't hate it. I did not.
Everyone doesn't know how I got localization. Arcade, I mean. The weird thing is, like, Quarks is also weirdly weird to me. Because, like, they tried marketing it with, like, the creator of, like, Tetris. For some reason. Because even though, like, yes, every falling puzzle game every falling puzzle game can, like, owe its start to Tetris, which is, like, the godfather of video games, essentially. Of all puzzle games. Like, the godfather of all puzzle games. But, like... But like, he didn't have anything to do with Puyo Puyo.
waiting for Santa Claus. I already have the gift, just can't open the box. I know all about it, no one can solve it, unless I decide to do something about it.
I guess those two games had to use Kirby and Sonic IP because the Puyo Puyo IP wasn't popular in the US back in the day. It wasn't necessarily the Puyo Puyo IP. Okay, the thing about Puyo Puyo, Puyo Puyo is technically a spin-off of a franchise known as Mado Monogatari, which is a series of like dungeon crawlers I forgot the console name, but it's like that one specific like Japanese home computer console, basically. Same thing like the original Metal Gear Solid launched on, basically. Not Metal Gear, the original Metal Gear launched on, you know? It was exclusive to those games, and like those are actually pretty good dungeon crawlers. They were classic RPGs, and Puyo Puyo started off as a spin-off of that. Now, when you localize something like that has like this established lore and canon and characters, it can be kind of hard to do that, you know? So yeah, they gave it a skin of like franchise that were already more well established here in the West, in order to try and stop it, see if people like it.
My body is light, let's paint the gray haze into sky blue. I know who you are, I'm not leaving you again. The town inside me, and they have one voice. Only I'm not there, just watch from afar. There's nowhere to go back.
And now it's the MSX home computer console. Thank you, Alex. Now it's making out with Tetris and has its own characters. Yeah. It's like Puyo Puyo itself is still strong, but like the two games to really blow up, like it's like 100% was Puyo Puyo Tetris 1 and 2. Puyo Puyo Tetris 1 especially, and 2 like was just more of the same basically. So like no one could complain about it. That's why games like Puyo Puyo Champions, which was the localization of Puyo Puyo Esports, wasn't nearly as effective because like there was no story in Puyo Puyo Champions. It's literally just like the game, like play as the game, play Puyo Puyo as these Puyo Puyo characters. And the biggest problem with Puyo Puyo Champions specifically is the fact that many of these characters were exclusive to the mobile game, which is exclusive to Japan, and yet they had to localize the characters. Or exclusive to other games which are never localized, like Puyo Puyo Quest. Not Puyo Puyo Quest. Puyo Puyo, I forget the name. The 3DS game with the 3D models. And Puyo Puyo's latest game, Puzzle Pop, is also exclusive. Oh, it's exclusive to the Apple Arcade. Thanks, Sega. I hate you. I want to play the new Puyo Puyo, and I can't. I want to play Sonic Dream Team, but I can't. Oh, I hate you, Sega. Chronicles, that's what it was. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Puyo Puyo Tetris having like a big story mode is the same vibe as in Super Bomberman R gave us story mode. As someone who owns both of those games, who's played a good chunk of them too, yeah, kinda. Here's the thing, I also have Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, but I haven't really found myself motivated to play the story either. Mostly because I feel like Puyo Puyo Tetris, because like I've seen bits of the story where like it's pretty much just like a rehash of the. It's one of those things where like the sequel isn't even a sequel, it's more like a reinvention of the same story basically, but with some tweaks. So it's like a pseudo sequel, which is fine, I guess. But I feel like Puyo Puyo Tetris, just Puyo Puyo Tetris 1, honestly, just genuinely hit like this really nice balance. There's really nice balance of just being kind of like it's a kids like sports anime. It's pretty much how it was structured. I like sports anime. Kind of like, it had the same. Puyo Puyo Tetris basically took Puyo Puyo and made its vibe similar to something like Beat-em-on or Beyblade or Bakugan, that kind of stuff, you know? God, I miss those shows. So I remember I was like, oh, Bomberman's back. This is sick. And then he went back to sleep forever. Didn't I get a sequel? Like, wasn't there a sequel? The fact that I'm asking about this, I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, I actually had enough of a budget for European 5 lane shows, which one didn't. Well, yeah, it's like Puyo Tetris. This is gonna sound, okay. This is gonna sound like a backhand compliment. This is gonna sound like a very backhanded compliment. Puyo Tetris was functionally the best game Sonic Team had made for a while. That sounds like and I'm a Sonic fan. You know, I hate saying that. Puyo Puyo franchise is made by Sonic Team. It's like this, yes, the Sonic Forces, Sonic Team, basically. Yeah. I decided to watch a video about the Puyo Puyo series, and I learned I never knew there were other games in the series, maybe because most of the games from the series are Japan only. Oh, 100%. A lot of, like, the biggest, like, the Puyo Puyo franchise is comprised of most, like, these, like, big solo entries, and then, like, these big anniversary pieces that, like, take all the characters, basically. There was also the Compile versus the Sega era. That's a funny Easter egg for the people who played the SNES game, where the final boss is a bunch of final bosses for the previous game, but basically a bad game. Understandable. That's a shame. And here's the thing, I feel like if Konami had any franchise I think would probably work for like a live service game, I think it'd probably be Bomberman, I guess. Like, not a live service game like Fortnite, I guess, stuff like keep it online forever, basically. Just like this is the kind of game, just like a small game to have some servers, just be the one-stop shop to play Bomberman, basically. Konami loves doing nothing with series, a party trick for them. Yeah, currently the only series like Konami seems to be doing stuff with. Actually, I can't even say that because like Konami did revive Silent Hill. It got 2 new games recently, a remake, a really, really good remake, and a really, really good new game. Combined with Ninja Gaiden getting 2 really, really good new games. I'll give them credit for that. They revived Silent Hill and Ninja Gaiden. Let's go Silent Hill Ascension. I'm willing to forgive that just because of the 3 games we got, that was the first one, and that left a sour taste in the mouth. It gave everyone 0 expectations for both of the new games, and they turned out to be really, really good. And then Blooper. If anything, I feel like Blooper Team should get the most credit, honestly. Blooper Team gets the most credit, honestly, because they went from a maligned studio who didn't understand horror to making 2 of the best survival horror games I think I've personally seen and got rave reviews. Both the Silent Hill 2 remake and that new game, Chronos: The New Dawn, was surprisingly very good. Ninja Gaiden is not Konami, it's Koei Tecmo. But wait, what? But isn't, like, Ninja Gaiden owned by, like, Konami, essentially? No, it's not. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Konami, you do not get that. You only get, Why did I think this was Konami? I'm an idiot. Never mind. Me and my sister grew up playing the DS version of Puyo Pop Fever. Oh my god, Puyo Pop Fever. I hate that damn cat. I hate that cat. Oh no. Oh, Nintendo Nizzy, you just unlocked trauma for me. Why? I hate that cat. I hate that god. I hate that cat. Bring Contra back, that'd be funny. Didn't we get like a weird like top-down Contra game that was like very low budget, maybe like Way Forward or something? Way Forward, the company that makes good games except when it doesn't. Way Forward, the company you throw your series you don't want to do anything with to get them new life, basically. And then you have like a 50-50 shot of whether or not it's gonna be good. Road Corps was bad. Operation Galaga, which was mixed. Yeah, Galaga. From what I understand, Operation Galaga was basically like an actual like Contra game, but like it was just very low budget. Because the frog, you kept listening to the frog. The cat is what always caused me issues in that game. Okay, wait for what are your thoughts on new Shantae? I am mixed up on that. Here's the thing. I saw a theory saying that like there's a non-zero chance that Shantae could be making the jump to 3D because like Twin Tails would make more sense for like a spin attack essentially. So that would make more sense like a 3D space. The problem is, in retrospect, I don't think Seven Sirens was that good of a game. I think they wasted a lot more. I feel like an extraordinary amount of the budget went more towards the intro, just because it's Trigger, and that's kind of it. And even then, I feel like the intro wasn't. The intro was only half good, if I'm being honest. I feel like the intro was also just okay. The best Shantae game is still Pirate's Curse. You're saying people gave Seven Sirens a pass because it came after Half Genie? Yep. And here's the thing. Like, honest answer, the only bad Shantae game I'd say is literally, genuinely the first one. Because the first one is, the only notable thing about the first one is the fact that it cost a fortune physically. Just because it never got because that was like one of the last like Game Boy Color games ever. And no one owns a Game Boy Color. All the other games are competently made. They have some design flaws, but like they're all. I wouldn't call. I'd say most Shantae games just kind of teeter on the edge of mediocre with some frustrating parts and some good highlights. It was punctuated by like strong art design. I gotta order from you someday. I'd like to see her take on my OCs. That'd be fun. My commission info should be on my pinned on my Twitter. So. Maybe level based was still missing something. And here's the thing, like Shantae being level based, I didn't even necessarily think it was an issue. I felt more like that weird like half approach to actually completing the game, where you had to like a bunch of hidden stuff in levels. You can't just go to a thing; you have to replay the entire level. If you kept missing, you have to keep playing the level over and over and over again. This is definitely the weirdest character of these I'm probably gonna draw. It's probably the one most like outside of my comfort zone, you know? Maybe since Sirens I got halfway through, I thought it was pretty good, but I also haven't played good Metroidvanias to have a palette yet. Honestly, Crystal, if you ever had the time, play Hollow Knight. I understand I sound annoying with that. Play Hollow Knight. It's way too good. Play Hollow Knight, play Metroid Dread. Not too bad. Play Metroid Dread then. That one's pretty easy. Or what? How about fine? How about a Metroidvania is pretty easy. Ori and the Blind Forest. And play a Metroid Dread. Get jumped feared by an envy. Metroid is more of a taste thing. Space Power Effect doesn't really do it for me. You know, that's fair. Metroid Dread in particular has a much more like clinical palette. I noticed like a lot of silvers and grays and gray tones, that kind of stuff. You know. No, I played Guacamelee. Is that considered good Metroidvania? I like that one. Guacamelee's good, pretty good. I'm personally a fan between 2 is a bit better, but Guacamelee's pretty good. I've been here a long time. I haven't finished it. There are way too many games out. I'm gonna be very interested. Shantae is a game series that kind of sells itself more on its characters more than the actual game. Because I'll give it that much. Matt Bozon is very good at writing characters. They're very cute, and they're cute girls. They're cute anime girls. Of course, people like them. I returned. Oh yeah, sure. Hi again. That I used to draw for like you, but I retired just last year. Oh, sorry, not pretty. Ah, that's a shame. Way Forward do have a way for pretty girls. Yeah, like one thing no one can say about Way Forward. Their Way Forward, I think, is good at art design with their art. They have very talented artists on our team. team, and when they have like a strong direction for a game, they can make some pretty good stuff. That advanced game was that advanced game, Advanced Wars remake was developed by WayForward, wasn't it? WayForward Reboot Camp, yes. WayForward Nintendo Kings of Women design, pretty much. Joe, I just draw Sammy and nailed that. That's WayForward. That's fair. I just saw people like, she's supposed to be a child, I don't know, and just said a big hard no. That's fair. Even though Pokemon sucks nowadays, their women's design is still god tier. Man, I'm gonna be very 100% honest. I have put 85 hours into Pokemon Legends ZA, and I just got the shiny charm. I'm still shiny hunting because I just want to now. Legends ZA has dominated my life in a way a Pokemon game has not since Pokemon Platinum. I love this game. The game, like, don't get me wrong, I have criticism. The world design is weak. The city models all just being too flat thing. The game itself is phenomenal. The game is great. The character models look exactly how I want them to, and I wish they had voice acting. That's all they really need to fix. That's all they really need to fix in Pokemon right now. All they need to do is fix the environments a bit, have the environments be a bit more visually appealing. It doesn't need to be a masterpiece, just make them look a bit more appealing and add voice acting. That's all you need. That's all they need right now. Yeah, I'm more a classic fan. I prefer Gens 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7. Gen 4 Erasure. Man, I'm a Platinum kid. I grew up with Gen 4. That hurts. That's fair. I'm also not gonna pretend like the old. I'm also not gonna pretend like the old. I'm also not gonna pretend like the old games are bad, mind you. I love Pokemon, but like at the same time, I do think like modern Pokemon does a lot good. Scarlet Violet is wild. Maybe everyone always hated. I don't know. Scarlet Violet has always been one of those games where like it's much easy. So I don't like Gen 4. Man, they gave us Cyrus. Cyrus the coolest, like the coolest Pokemon villain. Ever hated? Scarlet Violet was always maligned for its performance issues, which have now essentially been fixed thanks to the Switch 2 patch. Problem is, you need a Switch 2 for that. And even then, I do think Scarlet Violet, despite being the most innovative Pokemon game in years, really struggles from the fact that I just think the game just doesn't look well. Like Scarlet and Violet, I'd argue Scarlet and Violet is probably like the is obviously better than ZA generally, but I probably wasn't ready to connect with it as much just because like ZA's art environment design already was a step in the right direction. Scarlet and Violet's design is all over the place. That's the issue. Gen 4 slander? J. Hi, Mimi. My Pokemon friend is here. I ain't too much of a sucker for individual stories. Yeah, that's one thing. Like, that's one thing I will say. The writing in Pokemon has honestly just gotten better and better since I'd say like Gen 8. Gen 8, honestly. Gen 8, 4, honestly, the writing has just improved again and again and again. The only Pokemon game Nintendo ever considered having voice acting were new Pokemon Snap and Pokken. God, I love Pokken. I'm a fighting game fan. I have an odd fixation for Pokken Tournament. Yeah, it sucked terrible mechanics, and the game looked like it was made. It was made in 2007 for Xbox 360 and PS3, which is very funny because now I see people gassing up Sword and Shield now, which is very funny. First, I jumped back when it's Pokemon time. True. I don't like the new Pokepia. It's not that great in my opinion. Well, you mean that one like Pokemon Animal Crossing game is coming out soon? Well, if you play the Ditto, I can't really say much because the game's still coming out soon. I don't like it aesthetically as a person who plays cozy games. You know what? That's fair. Scap, guess Lodestar Shanty. Yep, I'm pals with Duster and Juno, so I figured I just add it to the playlist. Why not? Represent my pals in the Flavor Rave dev team. Yes, draw something from him in OC-Vember? I don't... No, I did not, actually. Huh. God dang, I forgot to include Duster, too. I'm an idiot. Man. Or Juno, either. Juno's some OCs I could have picked from. Man. I have too many friends and too many OCs. I have too many friends. I have too many cool mutuals. Can you imagine if we got a main series game in the same style as New Snap? Here's my pipe dream but man, I cry. Oh, please draw Sweet. I'll draw Sweet later. I have stuff to do. I have a list. Matt experiencing the woes of being friends with creative people. True. As a 940. Why are you drawing Cowboy Waluigi? Oh, no, this is Pete. His name's Pete. This is my friend Pooter's character. He was he's a Deltarune fan character. He kind of blew up on Twitter for being like a Deltarune fan, of Deltarune, a fan animation based on Chapter 3, basically. Like he'd be like the secret boss. If you want, you can switch me out. Quiet, you! I'm drawing Melody! Stop that! Stop trying to make me... Stop trying to get me to swap you out, Crystal. I'm not swapping you out. You're my friend, and I want to celebrate your creations, too. He looks like a Senor Pello character. Oh, jeez. You've been crawling introvert with like 4 friends. How does one learn this power? Quite honestly, like, okay, here's the thing. You want my honest answer you want my honest, simple answer how I become friends with these big characters? I follow them, I interact with their posts. If they follow me back, I just send a simple, oh hey, thank you for the follow, I like your work, and leave it at that. If it blossoms into a conversation and a friendship, hooray! If not, oh well, what can I do? Not that deep, folks. Man, talking to people is scary. I'm sorry for this. This is how I befriend people. That's literally just how you talk to people. Just talk to them. I'm being friendly with people. I have this problem when I tend to interrupt the conversation. You're fine. You're fine, Asher. True, I talked to you for a comment and you didn't stop. Pretty much. Well, for one, I was talking to you for the sake of the commission at first, but then we just kept talking. Which happens. That's how friendship is born. And now you're my friend. You're never getting rid of me, Crystal. You just scroll through, talk to people, make friends, going, yeah. Feel bad because I drive more people away, I feel. Oh, don't get me wrong, folks. Like, there are some cases where, like, some people just don't want to befriend you, or just you're not gonna be able to make friends. Like, okay, this is gonna be a bit personal. Recently, I tried befriending someone. I feel like I pushed a lot very hard. Like, I kind of got a bit nosy. Like, we had a lot of same interests, a lot of same ideas, a lot of same stuff. I thought, you know, we'd be friends, but, like, the person very clearly didn't want to be, like, super close to me. And I feel like just trying to push that just made them back away from me a bit. So I decided to give them some space, I apologized, and we'll leave it at that. We're still cordial, and I think we're still friendly, and, like, we still, like, interact, and we have, like, pleasant conversation. But, like, you're not gonna be able to, like, super close with everyone, you know? That's completely fine. Your door's always there if they want to talk. And you're always there if they want to get close to you someday. Your door's always open there too. Some people just don't want to. It's completely fine. So painfully shy and assertive, but I always feel so blessed when someone's super friendly and nice to me. At least you have a friend. I'm lonely, had no friends, unfortunately. Come on, let's not be like that. Sure, there has to be someone you talk to regularly. At least somewhat.
Wisdom, patience, empathy, kindness, serenity, clarity. Break out, turn the key to a world untold. Life feeds the maze where the wind blows. Blah, 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 blah. Say you can
I have 5 people, but they're always busy, and one's recovering from mental health problems right now. That's understandable. Like, here's the thing. There's also nothing wrong with having a small circle of friends. There's nothing wrong with having a small amount of people you talk to, genuinely. The important thing is that you, like, okay, I am not a professional, nor am I going to be giving mental health advice, so just saying that out there. I'm not qualified for these kind of things, nor am I your therapist. Nor am I a therapist. There's absolutely nothing wrong with having a small amount of people, small group of people to talk to. Whatever your friend going through, I hope they well. At the same time, you just gotta value the moments you have with them, functionally. Even if it's just a few fleeting moments, it's always more important to have those than 24/7. You know, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. More to like focus on the little moment things, you know. Pete's a character who's like very much like Pete's a character who's like very much defined by like big black shadows, so I'm gonna have to try to mimic that in the line art. I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the day just lining this. I think my problem is over my oversharing interrupting, and that's something I've been calmed down a bit. In regard to my new anxiety medicine. It's not my moments though. You're fine, Asher. So yeah, if it's any consolation, you haven't done anything particular to me to make you think you're too out there. But I do think it's also important for one to recognize their own. I do think it's important for one to recognize their own faults and where they can think. Like I said, I recognize that I pushed way too hard on that person wanting to be their friend, and that made them push away from me. And that's something I have to grapple with. It's completely my own fault. No, it's perfect. That's perfectly fine. Exactly. The same way, I'm like 90% off topic. I used to have one friend I hung out for almost a decade. I found something gross about him. Ah. Well, I won't pry for the sake of not bringing up any memories, and this also isn't the place for that, but, you know. When I talk to you, I recognize I was not letting you talk. Understandable. I appreciate that. Again, you recognize your own faults, Asher. Don't worry. My friend probably cat. They shared with it too. Words said before disaster. Oof. Yeah, but to be honest, goodbye, good riddance. I hope cops take him in. Oof. Really sad bad it was. Honestly, yeah, I've had that once happen to me too. Where I found out someone I was mutuals with. He was a friend. I wouldn't say we're like particularly like super close. Like super close at the time either, but like he was a friend. He commissioned art of our OCs together. I've drawn our OCs together. Lots of fun stuff, and I found out he did something super disgusting. So like, well,